Yeah, what's up? Triple B Beast, Boxing Basement right here. Yeah, make sure you at least like. It keeps the disgusting, pathetic haters like Emperor Michael. And he's been going around bragging how he's going to shut the channel down. Yeah, whatever, man, you little midget. Ewer twin. Waste of time. Yeah, so, yeah, I managed to find the only fit female boxer, right, I've ever seen, right? You know, Imagine the other females that the blind, the ignorant populace talk about. Oh, they're really pretty. Is like girls like Maya, who looks like a man. What's her name? Michaela Maya. She looks like a man and a horse mixed together. Yeah. There's that Natasha Jonas, who's awful, like, ugly, big Yakub style light bulb head, a 5 head or a 6 head, not a faux head, and on and on. All these dogs, you know. There's probably someone out there who'd like to get hold of Caroline Dubum, and his name's probably Son of Edwards. But yeah, or Ottawalin. But yeah, talking of fit boxers, so I give you Tina Rupprecht, Christina Rupprecht from Germany, and she is the WBC World Atom Weight World Titleist. Imagine that, the number one ranked in BoxRec. Yeah, and this her nickname is Tiny Tina, because she's only 5 foot tall, right? She's only 5 foot tall. She's 5 foot tall, and weighs 102 pounds. 102 pounds. What the blood clot is that? That's a midget, man. But she's well proportioned, at least facially. She's got a lovely, pretty little face. Yeah, 102 pounds. That's 7 stone, 4 pounds. I don't know if I've never been out with a woman that size, man. You know, this division, by the way, does not exist in the men's division. So this weight division doesn't even exist, which is thankful. They got all kinds of other rubbish like straw weight, minimum weight, light flyweight, mini flyweight. I don't even know. I don't care. As Derek Chisora says, no one cares about the midgets. No one cares about the midgets anyway, right? So, Tina Rupprecht, like I said, a pretty girl. I actually thought, damn, she pretty fly. Pretty nice, homely looking girl, proper German girl, nice blonde hair, blue eyes. Yeah. And I looked at this atom weight and I said, what's that? I said, oh, so she's the champion of 67 women, essentially. There are only 67 women atom weights. But that's a lot more than some of the heavier weights. Like, for example, Clarence Shields, right? Clarence the Bum Shields, who wouldn't last 30 seconds against any man of any value. Yeah. Who claims to be the GOAT. And I even had one cringe Twitter account say, hey, let's get this straight. The most accomplished boxer in the world is a woman. Clarence Shields on it. Yeah, apart from her getting knocked out by by a guy that weighs 30 pounds less than her and isn't a top fighter, a man in the gym. But forget that. She's the GOAT. Yeah. But she's the best of like 30. There are only 30 super middles or something like that. And middles in the world. There's nothing there. So atomweight at least has 67 females competing. But I looked into it a bit, yeah? Out of 67, 27 of them are Japanese. 27 of them are Japanese. There's like 2 Americans and 4 Europeans. It's mainly Japanese, Mexicans, and Thais. Make up almost this entire weight division. It's a joke, man. It's a joke. And this pretty little girl, she should be like cooking German stews for her. She's got this husband, right? Or this boyfriend that she parades about. I don't know, maybe she's a bit of a star in Germany. I don't know. No one cares about her outside of Germany, but I seem to find quite a lot of pictures of her because she is a pretty girl, right? And she's got this chinless kind of husband, yeah? Instead of like some fake, trying to be some fake boxer, she should be lying on her back, having kids, making stews. And the Germans have got nice stews. They call it goulash, I think. I looked at some German stews and listened to this. Rindergulasch. It's got beef, onion, paprika, garlic, vinegar, caraway seeds, marjoram, peppercorn, salt. I thought white people didn't season their food. It's basically an Austrian and German take on a Hungarian goulash, but it's a staple of Viennese cuisine, allegedly. She should be making that for her husband. Or what about this? What about this one? Pickelsteiner. Pickelsteiner from Bavaria in Germany. That's a thick German stew. It's got several types of meat. Lamb, beef, pork, butter, lard, vegetables, carrot and cabbage. That's a wholesome stew. After a hard day's graft, I don't know what her husband does. Probably some weak-chinned office job, but she should be cooking him. A pickled Steiner with lamb, beef and pork in the same stew pot. And instead, this woman's pretending to be some world-class boxer. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. You're the alleged world champion of a few whack women, 67 women in box, the majority of whom are Japanese. Well, Japanese Thai or American. And he's been pumping out kids. This woman's 31, and she hasn't, to my knowledge, had a child yet. What's that about? And she's a pretty wholesome-looking girl. All this fake feminism, and they'll say, oh, she can make some money out of it. Are you criticising her, Chubby? She's going her own way. She can box. Women can box. Yeah, whatever, man. Women can't box. That's the point. They're rubbish. They are complete rubbish and can't box at all. But they can make a good stew. And this Tina Rupprecht needs to up her stews. She needs to up her cooking and make stews for her husband, her wimpy-looking husband. And he's creepy, man. I look at him and I'm thinking, yeah. I bet you're into some kind of weirdness to be dominated by a 5 foot, 102-pound woman, blonde woman called Tiny Tina. Yeah, I bet there's some pegging in that scenario. Sick guy. But, I mean, it was good to... Like I said, on the one hand, I thought, wow, there's actually an actual pretty woman who's boxing, who don't look like no rug muncher, or was full with PED and testosterone, okay? But, it's just disappointing. This little fantasy, I'm a world champion. You're not. You're rubbish. You're champion of a few Japanese girls and Mexican girls, and no one cares about you. You're tiny Tina. And like I said, I'm all, if girls want to try a bit of, martial arts stuff, that's fine, man. But, to try and pretend that they're any good when they're all rubbish, okay? And look at this picture of her boxing. She looks awful, terrible, out of place. It looks like some midget that's been dressed up in some comedy attire. Yeah, and Tina, I mean, like, would the Chubby get together with Tina Rupprecht? I mean, if she wasn't such a midget, and if she stopped boxing and made a good stew, made a real nice pickle Steiner for me, you know what I'm saying, with 3 different meats, okay? If she didn't do boxing and she lay on the bed ready to make some kids, it's possible, but she's a midget. Well, I'd think that my genes would supersede her and the kids would be bigger, but I don't know if I could risk that level of disability with my children. I mean, I'd be ashamed if I had a few sons and they're like 5'4", 5'6". I'd be like, blood clot. Come on, man. I find it weird when you get these big guys, these heavyweights, and they got little midgets as sons. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, like Leon Spinks, Corey Spinks was 10 stone. I think Evander Holyfield's son is a much lighter weight, stuff like that, But, Tina Rupprecht. I say, Tina, man, yeah, you're pretty fly at the moment, But you're over the hill. and you're going to hit that wall. You got no kids. Oh, I was world champion. No one give a rat's ass about women's boxing. No one give a rat's ass about women's boxing, man. Learn to cook a stew, lie on your back, and to make some Ubermensch. Although looking at your husband and looking at your only 5 foot, there ain't going to be no Ubermensch, but make some kids. All right? Peace in the Middle East.